Solomon, I see a lot of linebackers with those takeaway stickers on their helmet, but you don't have one yet.
I don't have one
Are you
yet.
getting one after today? Or
No, not today, but hopefully tomorrow I'll get an interception or a fumble or something. But the guys are doing very well with the fumble recoveries. The quarterbacks are botching the snap. So as soon as they try to get the snap, the ball's just going right to them. And so we do like an indie drill, like it's like a forced fumble drill. You gotta use your shoulder, block them off, and get the fumble. So it seems like it's working. We got a whole bunch of fumbles.
So there's a whole science to recovering fumbles.
Yeah, yes sir, yes sir, it is.
You were one of the key pass rushers last year. You had 4 sacks, fourth most on the team.
Yeah.
How have you gotten sharper as a pass rusher this year?
Just learning more moves. You know, last year I was just doing ghost moves, just going off the edge, just trying to use my speed. Now I'm trying to use more power moves, spin moves, taking a risk and going inside more. So just learning my moves.
Has anyone kind of helped you figure those out, or are you just kind of studying?
Oh yeah, the D line. D-line. That's the main people I go to. Deion Hayes, Sam, and Nate Temple. They all help me with my moves.
I'd heard you're a money player, but are you also the money linebacker?
Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Are you being cross-trained? Are you playing in the middle a little bit too?
Not yet. Nah. I gotta learn more of what the Mike's job is, because they got to set the front and all that stuff. So
Right.
I think that would mess me up a little bit. So I just stick with money and start right now.
Solomon, why do you fit at money?
I'm setting a boundary, so you got to fit the gap more. So that's more for a thicker linebacker. But you know, me and Golly, we hybrid, so we can do anything. So we can just switch whenever we want.
Who do you feel most comfortable with when they're calling the plays? Like as far as on defense, like is there a person that when they're getting the signals out, everything's fast and smooth?
Like a coach?
Well, player, like on the field.
Shane Simon, he'll as soon as we get on the field, he'll be saying eyes, and he'll have the call already, and he'll just say it to us sometimes when we're going on fast pace. So Shane Simon for real.
is he stepping into that role well in
Yes,
the middle?
sir. He's doing very well. Him and B. George, they're taking leadership of the linebackers and just being the base of the defense, being the voice of the defense, really.
I heard George saying it a lot. It's like, I love football. I like football. Is he saying that all camp?
We just started that. It was from Coach Salem. We said that in team meeting. It was like a little song. So now it's stuck in our heads now. So we're gonna be saying it all camp now.
Well, how's it go?
It says, I love football, you love football, we love football. Yeah. It's like that.
I feel like the DBs, we sometimes hear them say, well, we want to get this number of interceptions this year. The D-line talks about, we want this many sacks this year. What do the linebackers have? You guys have some numbers, different stats that you're trying to shoot for?
Yeah, we trying to get to the quarterback, stay in the backfield as much as we can, create havoc. So we trying, for each player, we want at least more than 5 TFLs. But I want like 10 TFLs. But each linebacker, they want like more than 5 TFLs. We're going to create havoc in the backfield. That's the main job.
So when you play with a number of linebackers that have been through a lot, that have persevered a lot, what's respect for Brandon?
I got tons of respect for Brandon. You know, he's taught me since I've been here, since I've been a freshman. So he's helped me tremendously. So I'm just proud of B. George and how far he's come. You know, he's really stepping into that role of being the voice of the defense. So I'm happy for him. I'm very happy for him.
What can you say about Jordan Bass, pretty highly recruited guy out of GPO?
Yeah, Jordan, you can tell he's very tall, so he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna turn into like an Isaiah Simmons type of linebacker. So he's trying to get the playbook down. He's doing very good with the playbook, but he's moving fast on the field. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from him.
What type of linebacker are you?
You ever heard of Darius Leonard?
Yeah.
Yeah, him. Or I like Michael Parsons right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael Parsons.
That's a good one.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
They got some making good money right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good motivation right there. Somebody to look up to.
Who's first?
Yeah, guys, picking up the playbook.
It's been real smooth. The spring really helped me gather everything around, and if it wasn't for the older guys, I still would be lost in the playbook. So I really give a huge shout out to the older guys. They really helped me understand the playbook.
You say older guys, just the running backs?
The running backs, so Sebo, Rodney Hammond, and DC, they helped me out a lot. And they just really made it easy for themselves, especially coming into the fall camp.
Sebo was saying during spring ball, like once you started to figure things out, your speed was really showing up. How do you feel like how fast you're able to process things right now?
I feel real good right now. It's just all coming back natural. And I just feel like I'm in high school all again. That's all. That's really the feeling I really wanted. Just to feel like I was back in high school. Before, I was still choppy with my steps in the spring, but now it's like I'm running full speed, hitting the hole how I want to hit it. So it all feels good now.
Was the opportunity to play on the offensive side of the ball one of the big reasons you came to Pitt, for the Pitt?
Yes, sir. But even if Doozy wanted me to play defense, I would have played defense. So I'm just blessed to be back, that's all.
What kind of body changes did you go through going from high school to college where you were trying to be a defensive player and then now coming here and moving to offense? Like, did you have to bulk up and then kind of slim back down, or what are the last couple of years been like as far as your body goes?
That's pretty funny you asked that because I actually been the same size. I just kept getting bigger, honestly. And you know, I was always that in-betweener, like, oh, he looked like a linebacker, not a running back, or he doesn't look like a safety, he looks like a running back. I don't know. I've always been in between, but so as far as my body, I never really experienced anything weird. I just did what I had to do. That's all.
How much do you weigh now?
Right now, I'm 210.
210.
Derrick, what's that feeling like for you to kind of be out there again where it's just instincts? Can you describe that?
Great. It's just great. Like I said, I feel like I'm back in high school all again. It's just a wonderful feeling. You're not thinking as much. It's almost like studying for a test, really. You going in that test knowing what you know, and you know everything, you're going to ace it. So that's how I feel out there.
As you watch practice tape, do you see that? Like, can you see yourself looking much different?
Yes, sir, definitely. I see it a lot. I can see it just before the balls even snap. I already know where I'm going. I already know where the line's supposed to be at. I know where the defense is going to be at, what gap they hitting, where I need to be at, where I got to adjust. So, and before the spring, I didn't even know none of that. So for me to pick that up so quickly, it just says a lot.
Are you the fastest Pitt running back on this roster?
Yes. The other boys might say that I'm not, but me, I agree that I'm the fastest.
Do you think this is going to be divided up?
We're gonna four-head monster. Just believe that. Four-headed monster.
With your knowledge and your speed, you'll be able to get a lot more playing time than you might have otherwise, right? In fact, you know the offense so well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just like I said, just my instincts. Once my instincts take control, it's a wrap. I'm just able to react much faster than others, and like I said, just feel all natural again.
Has any of the comfort been not just on the field, but being back here that maybe helped with that?
I believe so, definitely. You know, it just feels nice to be home, back in my backyard, and just having the guys, like a lot of the Whippeal guys around me. It's just a better energy, honestly, that I feel. I just feel like I said, I just feel like I'm a part of something.
Andre Powell always challenges the running backs to pass protection. That's a huge part of your game. How does that come along for you? That's not one of the more natural parts of being a running back.
This came a long way. I remember in the spring where it was real hard for me to break down and actually stay inside and, you know, just use my hands. And right now in the summer, I see myself progressing a lot lately. I don't know if you guys watch the Dallas drills, but I just know that I picked it up a lot more. So I improved a lot.
You talk about being home and being comfortable because you're back close to home again. Do you ever let your mind wander, like, should I just come here in the first place?
Sometimes. Sometimes I think like that. Then sometimes it's like God did it for a reason, honestly. I went down there for a reason. I went down there to be a safety and came back up here to be a running back. So.
Will this be your first time at Acrisure Stadium on Saturday? There's scrimmage out there Saturday, right?
Yep.
Have you played there in high school?
Well, I played when it was called Hines. I still call it Hines. I mean, it could be Acrisure, but in my heart, it's Hines. I'm a Pittsburgh kid. We're going to call it Hines.
How'd you do that?
Great. My freshman year, caught a game-winning interception. I had 2 interceptions. Caught the game-winning interception against Penn Trafford, and we went all the way to Hershey that year, freshman year.
Your freshman year?
Yes, sir.
You said that you were one of the best communicators in the defense. How did you kind of grow into that role? What did it take to get there?
I really grew into it just seeing the older guys last year in front of me, like Howell and B. Hill, how they used to communicate to us and to the whole defense. So I learned from them and try to use my own way and use the ways they taught me last year how to communicate.
Was the Sun Bowl kind of a learning experience for you?
Yeah, I had my ups and downs to the game. I had good plays, bad plays, so it was a nice learning curve knowing that I don't know everything yet, especially last year I didn't know everything. So the next learning curve, come back and just attack the day every day and keep getting better.
What did Hallett teach you?
Hallett taught me a lot about the mental part of the game, just consistently staying with it, even after a bad play, a good play, just you got to be the same person every day, attack the day the same every day.
You said about kind of the learning curve of the Sun Bowl. I know in the spring, Pat and Randy both talked about that. Like, yeah, Javon, he made some picks, but he had some details to get down.
Yeah.
But then today we asked Pat about it, and it sounds like you're a lot further ahead than you were in the spring. How much have you progressed on the details side of things?
I think that somebody helped me a lot, knowing that, I thought I was way over my head. Think I just go out there, just play, have every play perfect, but it wasn't. So that told me to stay consistent and just every play I got to be focused 100%, and that definitely helped me out through this learning curve, through the spring ball, and now through camp too now.
You talked about during the media day, I remember we talked about your film study and how much that's helped you. What is your process, or how did you develop your process as far as what you lock in on and how you study to prepare yourself for game or practices?
Game, usually I just study tendencies, like the player tendencies, QB. I read a lot of QB shoulders, where they're going to throw the ball and stuff. And I say a lot about the field zone, like what plays are they calling us each field zone, like maybe 50-yard line, they're calling different plays than they're calling at their goal line. It's just tendencies like that.
You go into the season thinking coaches are going to say, okay, they got 2 new guys at safety, we're going to test.
Yeah.
Do you have that expectation, or does that excite? Is that something that motivates you?
Oh yeah, that makes me happy every day. I mean, we got to compete. Every day is competition at safety room, though, especially because the 2 starters last year are gone, so we know that. And it just makes me happy because that's what I love to do. That's why I play football. I love to compete and try to get better every day and outwork anybody.
How much did the coaches kind of like take you aside before camp or even before spring ball and say like, hey, like, we need you to step up as that communicator to be that guy that relays stuff?
Oh yeah, they really told me that like before spring ball, like it's your opportunity. You have to be a leader. Now I'm not really just a young guy. I'm stepping into that older guy role. They told me that, and I try to do the best of my ability to do that every day. Try to make that leader for Cruz and Will Jesse. I try to be a leader for them, and I always try to set a good example for them.
Who are you lining up with at safety? Who's your on the other side?
We've been different mismatches throughout the whole camp and spring. We're just mismatching. There's no just percent guy with or who that with me or anything. There's no starters yet, so we're just lining up mismatching safety and stuff right now.
Who's looking good?
Honestly, everybody's looking good. Everybody has their own game. Everybody's really versatile. PJ, shout out to PJ, Steph, Don, Buddy. They're all looking good right now through spring ball and camp. They all play good.
A lot of you guys learn both positions, right? So you can do a lot of those different mixing and matching like you talked about. Are there different personalities when it's like you and PJ out there or you and Steph out there and PJ and Donovan? Like, does it have sort of a different look out there with different guys?
Yeah, a little bit. But we also try to do left and right too, so as we all know we can play both. So sometimes just stay on your side. I'll stay on the right side. If I'm on the field at the time, I'm on the field. I'm at the boundary, at the time. It just has to be. Try to just do left and right and just play football at the end of the day.
Which one do you prefer, free or safety, or free or strong?
I just like making plays. So if it's at the field, it's time to make plays at the field, I like to be at the field. If it's time to make plays at the boundary, I like to play at the boundary.
Chris mentioned personalities. MJ and Quez have pretty strong personalities.
Yeah.
It's fun to be out there.
Yeah, they're strong-minded personalities and definitely have a lot of experience that they give us because, we're younger safeties still. So they give us a lot of game experience. They tell us what they think. They tell us like how things should play out because they know in game what things are happening. So it's good having them vets as corners, telling us what to do and stuff.
Those guys are all old, and you're a bit younger than they are, but you got to make the calls for them, right? Like, have you noticed them kind of like relying on you, or have you been, respecting?
I feel like they trust me because they know I put the work in on the film. I'm just not out there, you feel me, just playing around, just not honed into my craft. I put the work in at the film and on the field, so they trust me to make them calls and have the right call for them. I know they do.
We've heard a lot about the younger receivers. From your perspective, can you tell us about some of that?
All 4 of them are ready. All 4 of them are ready to play. They're dogs, all 4 of them. Lamar, Kenny, Polk, and Zion. They all ready. Zion had a great play today, too. They're all ready to play this year, sure.
What kind of play was it?
Nice little back shoulder catch. Nice little throw, too, from the quarterback. I forget who's the quarterback at the time, but nice little back shoulder catch. It's great. Body adjustment, body control by Zion today.
What have you seen from the quarterbacks as far as how they read what you guys are doing? Are there times they impress you or catch you off guard when you're like, dang it, like they got us in this situation?
Yeah, they're definitely hard to read. I'd say I'd read a lot of QB shoulders, but their shoulders are more like natural. They stay square down the field, so it's hard to read QBs like that. It's hard to sometimes make plays on QBs that do that. They kind of trick you, like Phil and Chris. They can trick you because they can be this way and then go the other way. So they're really good QBs. You can tell they film studies. They're always in the film, watching film. And actually, Phil's my roommate, so I know he's watching film a lot. He's with me, so yeah, they're both good.
Oh, is that one of those things where the coaches match you guys up for roommates of like, or did you and Phil just hit it off?
Oh no, the coaches just maxed us out for roommates. So, and then me and Phil just started talking, and Phil, he really cool, a really cool guy, down to earth. Yeah, it's just like that.
What did you think when they were like, all right, Javon, safety, you're going to be roommates with the 6th-year quarterback transferring in from Boston College?
So it's good to know him. I mean, whoever the quarterback is this year, I want to get to know him, make sure you're a team guy, not just self. I want to make sure you're a team guy. You're a hard worker, because that's the leader. You got to be a leader and a hard worker for this team. To get where we want to go, you got to be a leader and a hard worker. So it's good to get to know him and how he is as a person.
What's it going to be like when you go back to the room after you intercept one of his passes?
Oh, I'll just come back, talk smack to him. Talk smack, have a little joke, throw a little joke out there. And we always just talk at the end of the day.
Have you got one yet?
No, I ain't get one yet.
Yeah.
It's coming though. It's going to go.
Does he talk smack to you a lot?
A little bit. Phil talk a little bit of smack to me, but it's not good to talk smack to me.
Anything else? You mentioned Cruz and also Shadarian Harrison, another freshman defensive back. What do you see out of those two players and how they perform so far in camp?
They all play good right now. All the freshmen, even Jesse Anderson, they're all playing good right now. They're all, it's a progress to keep learning in this defense. And I feel like they're doing that. They're taking their steps every day, learning the defense, and controlling what they can control. And that's just putting in the effort, mentally locking in, and stuff like that.